Hey, we're live, Bettysoo.
We're live. Hello. I'm
Hello.
alive. Are you alive?
Hello, zero people out there.
I know the zero at the top is always so funny to me. Like,
Right.
oh, right. And there's that little lag before everybody actually
Oh,
gets
I
it.
know. For some reason, I'm worried today because I did just log quickly on. There's somebody. Hi, somebody.
Hi, somebody.
Samantha Sword, all the way from UK. Heck yeah. I guess
Hi, Samantha.
Bettysoo meet Samantha Sword,
Nice to meet you.
otherwise known as Swordy.
I love that. And okay, I'm gonna make sure I share this right now and
Share away.
everybody.
But I was gonna say,
share.
I felt like there weren't a ton of people today at Mary, our friend Mary Gaucher's, and I was like, ooh, people might be outside.
I know. Here, well, this whole past week and continuing on is like that. It's South by weather here, right? That 1 week of the year where it's like totally perfect, and then everybody who comes and visits is like, "I'm moving to Austin. It's amazing here." And we're like, "This is literally the best weather week of the year." Hi, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
Lucas, I think I owe you a message or two. I'm sorry about that. I've been a little bit overwhelmed lately. Samantha, I thought we had met when I was there with Sam. Once your face popped up in here, I was like, I think we know each other.
Yay.
Yeah.
5 people. Who else is here? Announce yourself, friends. I usually have people from all over the country, which is pretty cool.
I know. Go ahead and type in where you're from.
Yeah.
We love hearing. I love seeing that.
Hi, Lucas. I don't think I know you. He's spouting poetry. I like that. Well, we're up to 6. Who else
I
we
like
got
that
here?
it's not Jim Morrison, but he should have written it.
I'm Amelia White. We got Bettysoo here, man. We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
We got green, red.
I love the name of your show.
Home on the Strange.
It's so good.
Yeah. I got my Bettysoo hat on today, y'all. Just check it out. This is my favorite hat. As you know, you regulars know, man, I wear this all the time.
I love that. Where does it? Oh.
Hey, Sam. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, wait, mine doesn't have a box around it.
I know. You have the OG, the original version,
Ooh.
and with the remake of them now, they have a patch.
Oh, man,
It's been so
dude. We gotta get current. We could do a little
know.
switcheroo. I got on my, this is Amelia White, sad songs, big hair.
So good. I know. I'm gonna have to send you this one. You let me know when yours starts getting too tired.
All right, we could do a little switcheroo. Jim Carroll, whoa.
Jim Carroll, you only have 40 other shows today. Can't believe you're here. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes. Well, I guess we could get going. Wait another minute or two.
Said it before, but y'all please share the show. You know,
Yes.
we all gotta try to work with the algorithm genies.
True, very true.
How many people besides engineers use the word algorithm on a regular basis before the last 5 years? That's what I would like to know.
Exactly. I know. Yeah, I'm known for posting my dog just to boost my algorithm. She's in here, by the way. If you hear snoring, that's a kangaroo.
Aww.
Otherwise, unknown to Corduroy. How's Corduroy?
She's doing all right. She's living up in Vermont these days, and she's happier there. She's
Wow.
like nicer to people now.
Well, she's happier that I'm not in her life anymore.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, my sister does not believe that Corduroy has mended her ways. She's like, I don't believe you. That cat is a demon, and demons don't change. And I was like, okay. I mean, she's still
Wow.
not like the world's friendliest cat, but
Right.
she's
They
become
mellow.
much more tolerant of strangers.
They
She's
mellow
mellowing.
with age, yeah, like my mother. Well, hey, I'm Amelia White. This is Home on the Strange. I've got my amazing guest here, Bettysoo, and we're gonna run a topic throughout today in our conversation, and that is the topic of spring. Sort of like this spring as opposed to last spring. I know that spring is here, and maybe that's why we don't have such a full house yet, but I just feel so much more hopeful than last spring. I will say that to start it out, and then I will play a really depressing, sad song, because that's how I roll. I'll play some new ones here, Bettysoo. Check them out. Took down the photographs and rearranged, finished with a lonely smoke. Your clothes are bagged up for the Goodwill store, the one you like to shop at most. Still can't believe sometimes that you're not here, laughing at my stupid jokes. I went out dancing with a couple gals, but I'm still waltzing with your ghost. 1, 2, 3, round and round we go. 2, 2, 3, waltzing with your ghost. Dreamed I had broken wings and I was flying low over frozen ground. The bells stopped ringing in the old church tower. I woke up looking up from town. Maybe tonight I'll go and have a drink, dressed up in my three-piece suit. They strung some lights along the parkside path. I'm still looking back for you. 1, 2, 3, round and round we go. 2, 2, 3, waltzing with your ghost. Change gonna come, you gotta take it on the chin. Change gonna come, no matter what shape it's in, no matter what shape I'm in. Took down the photographs and rearranged, finished with a lonely smoke. Springtime is creeping in, the sun is high. I'm still waltzing with your ghost. Still waltzing with your ghost. All right. Springtime is coming in, but I'm still waltzing with your ghost. I might still be waltzing with the pandemic ghost a little. You know, it's going to take a while to shake, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm going to play a song to the dead. I have lots of songs to the dead. It's my specialty. And
That's your niche.
It is. You know, one of these days the funeral homes will be calling up. This is probably my favorite one from my album Rhythm of the Rain. So here we go. Written with Glenn Glover. Ben Glover. Why do you go cold on the train going south? Talking in my head almost every day. Why'd you have to go and leave that way? You left that way. And the band plays on all night long. What was that song? What was that song? All the pretty women dance and sing along. Oh, you one last tune on the record player. Something about the truth from the soothsayer. Something about life being just a cruel joke. Have another drink, light another smoke. Have another drink. And the band plays on all night long. What was that song? What was that song? All the pretty women dance and sing along. Oh, you're still listening. You're still listening. You've got a lot to think about. Why'd you go cold on a train? Did you knock on wood one time too many? Make a final wish on your prettiest penny. And the band plays on all night long. What was that song? What was that song? All the pretty women dance and sing along. Oh, you band plays on all night long. What was that song? What was that song? All the pretty women dance and sing along. Oh, you hey, you oh, you you're still listening. You're still listening.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hey, clapping.
I know. Isn't it nice?
Take it away, Bettysoo.
That I feel like that old question about one hand clapping has been like a little too real this past year. So I just learned how to make a Spotify playlist.
Ooh.
This old lady learning new tricks. I'm only like a decade late. So,
Yeah.
I still don't know how to do a lot of things on Spotify, but I just learned how to make a playlist. I think I only even like got Spotify like maybe a year and a half ago. Like it wasn't that long before the pandemic. But anyway, but I was thinking about how I don't have like a collection. I don't have like a list of all the records I've sung on or played on or had a co-write on. And I was like, one day I'm gonna like want to know that. And also like I've been super depressed lately, so I was like, I just need something to like, remind me that I've done cool things. You know how that goes. So anyway, so I made this playlist of other people's records that I've been on or get things that I've put out that aren't under my name, and then I remembered this song that I co-wrote with Melissa Greener, and she recorded such a cool version of it, and mine is not going to be as cool as hers, but nothing I do is as cool.
We'll see.
40 miles outside Jackson. Too long since I've seen this place. If I can just get to Jackson, I want to run when I see your face. 40 miles outside Jackson, wonder if I'll find you there. I never found my way in Jackson till you made it clear. Well, talk comes easy, let me show you more than broken promises. I wanna be a good man for you. That's the kind of love this is. The kind of love this is. Screaming tires and a slamming back door. That's the way we said goodbye. If I could walk back through that back door, I'd lock that door with us both inside. Well, talk comes easy, let me show you more than broken promises. I wanna be a good man for you. That's the kind of love this is. The kind of love this is. Four more miles till I reach Jackson. Hope there's time to set it right. And if there is, I won't leave Jackson. Believe me, baby, we're worth this drive. Well, talk comes easy, let me show you more than broken promises. I wanna be a good man for you. That's the kind of love this is. The kind of love this is. The kind of love this is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the riotous applause is too much. I'm blushing.
That was cool. Beautiful.
Thanks. It was fun. It was fun to rediscover. Man, there are so many amazing songs that like I just haven't thought about in a while, and it's been really fun to listen to them. Like this one, I'm gonna do this cover. This is written by Amelia. Are you friends with Casey Clifford from Oklahoma City?
No.
I can't.
Am I missing out, baby? Am I missing out?
You are. Because not only is she a fine songwriter and a like crazy powerhouse singer, but just a really excellent human, and you want to be friends with her. Anyway,
Cool.
I found this song of hers, which is, it was like as soon as I started listening to it again, I was like, oh yeah. Like this is actually not just one of my favorite Casey songs. I think it's like one of my favorite songs. I just love it. We've seen pastures aplenty, we've seen fields of land, lost our way, lost our faith, and our shirts off our back. And I gave up hoping for a guarantee, but love keeps her promise every time you look at me. And somewhere between hell and sheer happiness, there's a house by the ocean side, and we'll fill it with dreams and all the broken things that the morning washed in with the tide. Well, I am ice and I'm fire, you are meek and mild. I wanna drink your cool water, wanna bear you a child. Some wishes never get to spread their wings, and these expectations just might be the death of me. And somewhere between hell and sheer happiness, there's a house by the ocean side, and we'll fill it with dreams and all the broken things that the morning washed in with the tide. We all travel these miles, we are haunted by quiet regret. With this ache in our bones and desires untold and unmet, isn't anybody coming for us? Yeah, and somewhere between hell and sheer happiness, there's a house by the ocean side, and we'll fill
fill it with dreams and all the broken things that the morning washed in with the tide. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Casey Clifford. So, oh, what an angel.
Man, I know Carter Sampson, who lives there in
Oh, yeah.
Oakland. Cool cat. That was beautiful, Bettysoo. It's so good to hear you, man.
Thanks. It's so nice to hear you.
Aww.
Yeah, I love it.
I was thinking about when we first met. I don't know when we first met, but I do remember. The thing I remember most is that we did some shows and we got stuck in an ice storm in Tulsa at the Acock's house. Anybody out there who knows Jesse Acock, brilliant guy, and his super talented dad, and Margie, who's also, they're such a talented family, but they basically put up with us.
I know.
Me, Bettysoo, and Sergio Webb for, 4 days?
Something like that.
It was bad.
And drove us around a bunch too. Like,
Yeah.
they were saints.
Yeah, they were.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. I miss that guy. So I don't know. I wrote this song. I'm playing some new songs, partly just for Bettysoo. This one's called January and June, and it's kind of about how opposites attract in love. That's all. I'll leave it there. Leak in the roof, drip on the floor from a week of acid rain. Devil on a motorcycle rips through my sleepless brain. I don't know what's happening here. Rhythm is off in a tune. Redbird looked me in the eye and said January and June. January and June sometimes don't see eye to eye. January and June, we're gonna let it go tonight. I think I have you figured out, but remember I'm the queen, making up stories and building castles in the air for free. Gonna knock down the fence that I put up and love you like the moon. Softest light years away. Gotta let you have some room. January and June sometimes don't see eye to eye. January and June, gonna let it go tonight. Yesterday the road turned hard. We almost lost our way. But you came along a long time ago. I think you came to stay. Gas up the car, we've come so far. Hope we never arrive. You like salt and I like it sweet. It makes this trip worthwhile. January and June sometimes don't see eye to eye. January and June, I don't wanna fight. We gotta let it go tonight. Gotta let it go. Let it go. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I made a new album like a year, and gosh, it was supposed to come out last spring, speaking of spring, and you know how that went.
Wait, did something happen last week?
Yeah. So my manager was like, I think we should wait, and we thought it would be waiting till September, and then it was like, oh shoot, maybe we should wait, and then it was like, maybe we should wait till February, and then February came, and I don't know, I'm such a live troubadour that it still hasn't come out, and it's hard to sit on it because it is I have to say, I'm really proud of it, and I'm really proud of Kim Ritchie because she produced it, and I really just kind of stayed out of the way. But here's a song off it that, yeah, she's so
good.
She kicked my butt. She really did. I was like, okay, I'll just sit over here, and. But she really loved the songs, and that was like the prize of my life. And anyway. Here's one that I haven't played very much. It's a little scary. I wrote this a long time ago in Nashville with the very famous Tom Kimmel. So let's see what happens here. When I get home, everything's wrong. You don't know me. I walk in the door, was I before? Maybe this takes a little time. Bring that goes to life like it knew me. Watch me reappear in a little while out on the street. People I meet seem so lonely, lost in the crowd, looking around like they've never seen the place. Isn't that just my face in the mirror? Am I still in here? Maybe half alive. Can you see me now? Between the lost and found, here's the way I sound, how I come around. I'm the one you should know better. Can you see me now? You told me we'd always come back around. Can you see me now? Is that just my face in the mirror? Am I still in here? Maybe half alive. Can you see me now? Between lost and found, here's the way I sound, how I come around. I'm the one you should know better. Can you see me now?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I thank you. I'll pass that on to Mr. Kimmel.
So beautiful. I love that.
Why, thank you. Play me
I
a
haven't seen Tom
song.
Kimmel in a long time.
I know. What's he up to, man? I gotta holler at him. I haven't even sent him this song.
Oh,
Finished.
you haven't?
No, I don't know why. What's wrong with me? Pandemic lag, you know?
Oh my god. I know, that's the thing. It's like, you want to talk about latency? How about the latency between me and all the stuff I said I would do?
Even with your planner, your fabulous planner?
Well, you know what? That's why I need a planner. Because without tools like that, it would be like, it'd be a real mess. My whole life would be a real mess. It would just be like, I would have been responsible for like deforesting an entire lot of trees with just the post-it notes that my life would require. So it's really, that's why I've made my own planners all these years. Like I'm hopeless without them.
If anybody out there doesn't know, Bettysoo made this amazing planner, and I have one. I should have brought it up so I could show it off. But
Oh,
it
yeah, me
is.
too.
Do you have one sitting around?
No,
It's
it's in another
so
room.
good. I feel like it's made me really think about my goals and all that stuff.
Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, for anybody out there who happens to have it already, and if you're like, I feel pressured by this book, like, no. You don't have to use all of it, Just use the pieces that are good for you. I just had a lot of things that I want in mind that I couldn't find in one place, so. Well, your January to June song made me think of this song that I wrote, this in pandemic. There are a couple folks that I know who this past year were living organ donors, like partial liver or one of their kidneys or, things like that. And one of them, he donated to somebody he'd never met before. He just was a match, and he went under the knife, which is just, I mean, when you think about taking on that risk, all the risks of like being cut open and having part of you taken out, to help somebody else live, it just so honorable. And to know that that's what it will take for you to live, is somebody else doing that. That just seems...
In sleep I forget all that's happened since November. When the sun breaks in, warm across my skin, I remember this January light, slow and gentle like a river so wide. You can barely see what is happening on the other side. Past the curtains here, from my bed I hear a lonesome tune. From the bush outside, one small bird still cries for his love gone too soon. It's a waiting game, every day the same. No news. I used to say all the time, no news is a good sign. You don't know me, and you don't owe me anything. But I need you now, like I've never needed anything before. Would you, won't you save me?
Wow. When you know the backstory, you know, that's pretty cool.
And Jim, I didn't know that. That was amazing. Yeah, so some folks in Connecticut they did like a Donate Life campaign, and put out a record this past year with a bunch of folks. I think Jill Sobule and Vance Gilbert and a bunch of folks each contributed a new song for the CD, and that one was on there. So it's kind of neat. We all wrote songs just for that cause, and it was cool to do it, you know.
What's the album called?
I
think it's Donate Life Connecticut. Like, like something. It's like just called like something like that. But
Such an artist, so I don't know what my album's
I don't
called.
know. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll put a link in or something. Or if
Okay.
somebody finds it out there, throw a link in there. I know I'm useless. Anyway, that was just one song, right? I just did one song.
Yeah, come on, hit us.
And now we need something to wake us up a little bit. I'm being so sleepy today. Whew, Bettysoo. Wake me back up. Oh, bad pick for that. Do you have that different picks for different songs?
I don't use pick very often, so.
You what?
I don't use picks very often, but when I do, I just have my one, but I like them all worn down, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like mine that worn down, but
Ah.
which is why I buy like a bag at a time.
Here, I'll lend you mine.
I do like my strings real worn out though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're both Dunlop gals. Yeah. Anyway. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what picks I use. I'm not James McMurtry. Nobody's looking to learn guitar tricks from me. I'm just kidding. Actually, I might start doing some guitar tricks online. We'll see.
I am. I'm looking.
I mean... Hey, Dave. Good to see you. Oh, Jim, thank you for putting the link in there. See, I knew I could depend on Jim. Jim's like, what would you do without us? We would die.
left for warmer weather. Just kids with fake IDs. Houston was big and we could disappear. Neighbors don't bug, don't even draw near. We can bust it out to Shreveport, meet with Jimmy and see what he sold. And if they're playing in town, we'll see the little band of gold. Try our luck at the slots, sleep all the way home. The station's just a 2-mile walk from our door. We never leave a car at the Greyhound lot. Henry says you might as well leave it unlocked. Well, Henry's always got us a new set of wheels. He loves to strike his own kind of deals. And this one's hot out of Phoenix. Go rolling slow, make a show. It's a 65 Ford Valley, tag on the floor. We're gonna go downtown, cruise it around, drive it to the coast, leave it for the beach folks. Trade it for a wagon with a picnic in the back and see what kind of toys the kids dig these days. Then we'll throw them out the window on the Gulf Coast Highway. So much trash out there, no one can tell anyway. Sunday night, I always call home. It's always Mom who picks up the phone. Tell her I'm good and I'll visit soon. Same thing I've said for years. She'll try to muffle those snot-nosed tears, as she knows I can't stand to hear. Well, Henry's never been much of a flirt, so I never worried about him chasing skirt. Yeah, him and me is all we need. Henry's new best friend is just an ex-sucker looking for a fix for a holding brother. Me and Henry, we're just like Bonnie and Clyde. Mad for dead presidents taking on the slide. The only things we ain't got banks in our sights, just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Just cars and fiends and hungry eyes. Well, Henry and me, we got a good thing together. Back in '98, we left for warmer weather. Just kids with fake IDs. Him and me, that's all we need. Thank you, thank you.
I love
Hi,
that
Rusty.
song.
Good to see you out in California.
California, yeah, man.
California.
I love that you have the word snot nose in that song. I've always, that's so awesome. I mean, that's just great. I'm actually reading this book. I've been writing poetry through this pandemic and trying to learn more about that because it's so different from writing songs.
It is very, yeah.
And I'm just reading this book about how, like, you don't have to make sense when you write poetry and you can use weird words, and just encouraging you to just go off, you know, just change points of view. And it's very different from songwriting, really.
Totally.
But you threw a little poetry in there with the snot nose, you know, like.
Well, you know, that's really my background. I didn't write songs till I was like 27, but I was writing
crazy,
poetry for a
girl.
long time before then. Yeah.
Well, it was waiting for you. Your seed in the troubadour world where you can make such big bucks was waiting for you.
I know. Well, you know, it's actually a pay raise from
Poetry.
my projected career path.
Great. Yeah, the two things I love to do the most, you know, like. Oh well, there's got to be somebody that does these jobs, right? All right. Hey, I'm gonna go back to a spring in UK and play this song that is the title track of the album, produced by Kim Ritchie, that will be coming out in October. It's a little bit upbeat. It's still gloomy, but you know I'm known for my gloomy shit. So here we go. Love, I Swore. On the streets of Glasgow, I heard someone call your name. Thought about the kiss I'm missing, how the storm hit hard. Wake up halfway hoping that our love's clean by the rain. Summer rain that whispered me to sleep. I'm holding on to word you said, I wish I'd never heard. You caught me by surprise with all those daggers in your eyes. Now I see you shiver like a lost domestic bird, looking for the hand that set her free. Fly but don't go far, I'll keep the candle burning, I won't lock the door. Fly but don't go far, I swore the love I meant and I still mean the love I swore. As the train pulls from the station, I call to hear your voice. It's muffled crackling in and out from far across the sea. If your freedom scared you, will you go back to the song you sang before you found the open door? Fly but don't go far, I'll keep the candle burning, I won't lock the door. Fly but don't go far, swore the love I meant and I still mean the love I swore. Swore the love I meant and I still mean the love I swore. Fly but don't go far, keep the candle burning and I won't lock the door. Fly but don't go far, swore the love I meant and I still mean the love I swore. Swore the love I meant and I still mean the love I swore. Thank you. And just to show you my heart's in the right place, I'll give you another side of love here. One of my favorite, beautiful songs. You know, I've been meditating. It's another thing that's happened for me during the pandemic, and I feel like it's given this song new meaning to me. My eyes have been opened, so here we go. First time in my life, my eyes are wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see. I see the wind, oh, I see the trees. Everything is clear. I see the clouds, oh, I see the sky. Everything is clear in our world. wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my mind can feel. I feel the sorrow, I feel the dreams. Everything is clear in my heart. I feel alive, oh, I feel love. Everything is clear in our world. Oh, my love, for the first time in my life, my mind is wide open. Oh, my lover, for the first time in my life, my eyes can see. Many thanks. Many thanks. Love that song. Oof.
So good. I love singing along with you, even if I have to be muted to do it right now.
Oh, this is killing me not to be able to have that. Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, because we have fun singing together.
Oh, heck yeah. Take us away, baby.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. Have you ever known somebody who was in a cult and then left it?
Yeah.
It's pretty unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, I mean, I have, I feel like this last couple of years there have been a lot of like big cult stories in the news of, you know, folks who, like people who are standing trial and folks who are trying to kind of remake their lives after that. And it got me thinking. When you know it's time to start over, when you know it's time to start again, how do you do it? How do you take that first step out the door and do it without knowing what those steps are for? When you know it's no good, but you've been holding fast. When you know it's killing you, trying to make things last. How do you do it? How do you take that first step out the door and do it without knowing what those steps are for? It's times like these. Sorry. It's times like these I wish I could. Oh, freak. this. Oh, dang it. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. It's times like these I wish I could close my eyes and disappear. Held safe beneath 3 heavy blankets, hidden from my simple fears. And find you, rewind to easier days. When the promise you believed turns out to be a lie. When the cup is running over, but it doesn't satisfy. How do you do it? How do you take that first step out the door and do it without knowing what those steps are for? It's times like these I wish I could close my eyes and disappear. Held safe beneath 3 heavy blankets, hidden from my simple fears. And find you, rewind to easier days.
Ooh, that was exquisite.
Thanks. Little hiccup.
New songs, right?
New songs. Yeah, that was a new one this year. I do a couple of song games. Do you do any of those?
Song games. No.
Yeah, like where you have a group of people who are all responsible for writing a new song or something.
Ah, no, I don't do those.
Yeah, so I'm in one that's like just kind of ongoing, and then which I just joined in the last month or so, about a month and a half, and then there's one that I've done every year for a couple years now, and it's just like 4 songs at the top of the year, and that one's called that one's run by my friend Dave Madden, and he calls it the 11:59 group, because your songs are due at 11:59, which is generally when all of us send them in. But that was for that.
That's cool. I feel like you've told me about those before.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's so amazing how somebody just giving you like 1 word or 3 words can just like unlock all this stuff in your brain, and it's like, I don't have anything to write about, and there's like 3 words, and it's like, I have a whole song. It's kind of incredible. But
Very true.
anyway. Did I just play 1 song or 2 songs? I just played 1 song, right?
I think you just played one. Yeah, it was just.
Gosh, I'm losing
Time
my
stopped.
mind, Amelia. I'm losing my mind.
Well, get on the boat, girl.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'll do this one. This one is on my last record. And for anybody who's interested, and I'm talking Amelia into setting up a Patreon, because I think it would be awesome. And everybody who like knows Amelia a little bit behind the curtain knows that she is just like this highly entertaining, awesome woman anyway. And so I can just imagine what the like behind the scenes sneak peeks that she would give would be. And so I'm just basically selfishly, I want to consume those things. I want to be her patron and get that access. So I'm trying to convince her to start a Patreon. But
But folks on my Patreon, I call it the BS Song Club, and they've been getting music for the last couple years, unlike everybody else who has not gotten a new record from me. Anyway, this is on the last record though.
It's a brother who never writes anymore. The uncle you never heard mentioned before. The man you didn't know left when you were born. A mom who leaves her child behind at the store. Life don't work out like the plans you've drawn. Had yourself some dreams, now the wishing well's gone. Family can't make things work on the farm. Big city living can't keep you warm. 100 different ways of being alone. What you thought was true love left you wanting more. A girl sits alone on her living room floor. Boy turns away before he knocks on her door. And the neighbors don't ask what he's there for. Will you leave this town, but there's nowhere to run. Things you used to love don't bring no fun. Sick of wishing every night you had someone. Called everyone you know, but nobody's home. 100 different ways of being alone. Well, a new man in town's got your girl on his arm. That careless thing you said caused so much harm. Nothing's the same as where you come from. Still, that beat you're walking to ain't such a different drum. Tried to be a new voice, your song ain't your own. Tried to make a mark, but you're still unknown. Tried to take a chance, now that bird has flown. Left nothing here for you but rag and bone and 100 different ways of being alone.
Thank you.
That was so hard not to sing along. And I was afraid, so you can hit the mute button and it just mutes you.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I'm singing along. I better hit the mute button. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I might mute her. And that would be terrible.
That would be really funny.
No, that wouldn't be funny. Oh man.
I mean, if I accidentally hit mute on you, then I wouldn't think it was funny either. But
Yeah.
you know how it is.
Yeah, I do. All right. It's here at home on the Strange. We love poetry because we're just poor poets and troubadours, not rolling down the highways any longer, but swiveling in our home studios. And man, it's been such a pleasure to have you, Bettysoo. I'm gonna read a poem and take out one more song and then let you wind it out. And man, people that have come today, you're not my normal people, and this is really interesting. So thanks, Bettysoo, for bringing your people, man. And you know, if you guys want a tip, that would be splendid.
And I guess your people don't want to see me.
That's really sad. We're gonna have you back on. I don't know what's going on with them. There's usually a good solid. Well, we do share Jim, which is such a treat.
Yes.
I know that he gives little pieces of his beautiful pie to so many people. So
Yeah, that's very true. And Jim, now that I think about it, I feel like maybe I did know that about you already, and I just blanked on it. So anyway, sorry.
no, all good. So David Olney, even though he's dead, has just released an album here in Nashville, and it is so beautiful. He made an album before he passed away with my friends Anana Kaye and Arakli Gabrielle. They're from the other Georgia, not in the U.S. Georgia, and it's a beautiful album. I was actually on stage with David the night before he died, and he was raving about the album, and it's coming out. So he's been on my mind, and I love his sonnets. So I'm gonna read for my poem of the day. I'm gonna read a beautiful David Olney sonnet, and it's very apropos to you and I, Bettysoo. That's why I picked this one. I've spent my life moving down the road. The road never moved a single foot. If it knew I was there, it never showed. No seed of love between us could take root. Love can be between a man and a place, only if the man will stop for a while and give affection time enough and space to live and grow and thrive in summer's smile. But the urge to move is truly an addiction. No power on earth can hold the wanderer back. A madness, a sickness, an affliction, a fiction more true than any fact. Deep down in the center of the bone, I know full well I'm going, gone.
Wow.
David Olney, y'all. This is a great book. I recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. It's Sonnets by David Olney.
Awesome. I will
Yeah.
get that.
I'm gonna derobe here. So funny how when you use the harmonica, you have to take everything off, right? And now she strips. No. See that big hair, man? It's so long right now. I haven't been home this much for years, and my hair has not been this long for years, so. Anyway, when I met you, Bettysoo, I think the album I had out was called Old Postcard. So I'm gonna finish off with a song about traveling down the road to see my parents back home, and they've since gone, and this is called Old Postcard. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't leave yet, because Miss Bettysoo is gonna take us out. I'm Amelia White, and here we go. My folks' home is an old postcard. Concrete Jesus standing in the yard. I can see the ghosts of myself as a kid growing up there. Mama's on the porch with a watering can, wiping her brow with the back of her hand. Say hello, wandering, born to run and bound to fall. Dreams that never will come true, still dreams after all. Somewhere in the middle of a night going by, Daddy's on the phone with a pain pill high. He would never say, I could tell he feels bad. Silence on the line for a moment or two. He says, why was I calling you? I don't know, but that's alright, Dad. Born to run and bound to fall. Dreams that never will come true, still dreams after all. Still dreams after all. I spend a lot of my life alone. Like the feel of going home, seeing the sun go down in the light in this house. Years rush by, but here somehow everything's moving slower now, slower now. Born to run and bound to fall. Dreams that never will come true, still dreams after all. Still dreams after all.
One day
Rock and folk and roll.
we'll be in harmony again. One day.
Oh, I can't wait. I miss you. I need
miss
you,
you
baby.
too. I miss you too.
Oh. Take us out, girlfriend.
Okay. Well, I think I might attempt a song that I did pretty recently.
Yeah,
You put
do
me
it.
in mind of it.
Do it.
I've only played it once for people, but it's not mine. It's the David Olney song, but it's such a good one. And reading the David Olney sonnet made me think that about how much I love this song. So, I love that writing. It's such a necessary art in the world because it through the power of stories, and really, I mean, that goes for, film or novels or whatever, songs, that storytelling creates the context for empathy. You know what I mean? I think. And, yeah. Hey Bob, do you remember when we robbed that Glendale train and I shot that engineer and left him lying in the rain? You were shaking like a leaf. I thought you'd break and run, but my hands were never steadier than when they held a gun. The horses' hooves are pounding, bullets flying in the air, the bleeding and the dying. Hell, I didn't care. The chances that I took back then, I must have been insane. Hey Bob, do you remember when we robbed that Glendale train? Hey Bob, do you recall that little whore in Kansas City? Crazy as a bedbug, man, but man, sure she was pretty. You got mad as hell and you raged with jealousy. After buying all her drinks that night, she went upstairs with me. And you should have seen her, Bob, the way she'd fuss and fight. A scratching little hellcat, man, sure had fun that night. Now I'm sorry that I cut her, it truly was a pity. Hey Bob, what was her name, that little whore in Kansas City? Losing my pick. Hey Bob, do you recall when we really lived life? Now look at me, I've settled down, got 3 kids and a wife. God has surely blessed me with his mercies from on high. How come you never married, Bob? You never told me why. It ain't healthy for a man to always be alone. You need a woman's gentle touch, a family and a home. Now a man can't be a man without a woman by his side. How come you never married, Bob? You never told me why. Hey Bob, look at this picture. Does that look straight to you? It needs to come up on the right, just a touch or two. But Bob, he never answered for his anger and his shame. With steady hand, he drew his gun and shot down Jesse James. And he knew it was too little, and he knew it was too late. And it gave little comfort, but at least the picture's straight.
I love that.
So good, right?
Yeah. Did you write that?
No, that's David Olney.
Man. I loved hearing you sing that manly song. That was great, man.
I used to have his whole guitar part down for that song, but I just, just pulled it out.
It's funny because I have this ongoing argument with, not really an argument, but just discussion with my friend John Bird. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh,
John.
yeah, I know John, yeah.
Yeah, great. That guy can sing his ass off.
Yeah,
and,
he's so great.
His songs. But he's like, man, I love your songs. I just can't sing them. They're too female. I'm like, what? First of all, me? Too female? And I'm like, come on, you're so progressive except for that. I'm like, come on, I can sing these manly songs. And
Oh, totally.
But,
I mean, McMurtry has like a couple of his favorite songs of mine. I mean, of my favorite songs of his are from the female point of view.
I think it's so cool when people do that, gender bend, and yeah.
I
Because
just-
we're all a little gender bent, right?
We are.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, it's your set. I'm blah, blah.
No, that's it. Wait, wasn't that it? Wasn't that it?
Are you going to read a poem, darling?
You only did one song. You know what?
You didn't bring one?
I forgot to bring my.
Oh, sing us one more song then. Come
Okay,
on,
I'm
girl.
so sorry.
It's all right. You're good. Hey, how about a round of applause there in your little nest, wherever you are, UK, California, Chicago. Give Bettysoo a round of applause. She's one of my favorites. So good.
You're so nice.
No. I'm not nice.
Well,
Maybe
you
a little-
are.
Maybe a little nice.
Okay, well, I wrote this one when I was teaching a workshop with Peter Mulvey out at Blue Rock. We were doing this songwriting retreat for the weekend, and it was really amazing. And I will say the best line of the song was the prompt of the song, which is what the birds saw. And then we all just wrote our own songs with that prompt, and it's hard to beat that line. But it was really such a wonderful reminder of how vast creativity is, because you could not have imagined how different all the songs were, and each a really interesting take and like something that you wanted to hear. I just think that's really cool. Anyway, here's mine. What the birds saw, what the dog knew, what the man at the corner store meant when he asked after you, why the moon hid when I thought it was getting bigger. But when I finally looked, it was nothing but a sliver. I've never been good at seeing signs, and you signaled every way you knew that you were leaving me behind. But you never said the words, never said the words, so I thought you were mine. What the dreams mean, I'll never know. What the years yield, didn't anything grow? Know what came up from spring and summer? Took what you wanted, plowed the rest right under. I've never been good at seeing signs, and you signaled every way you knew that you were leaving me behind. But you didn't say the words, didn't say the words, so I thought you were mine. No, you didn't say the words. Yay, 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 Amelia White.
Yeah, Bettysoo. Thanks for playing all those new songs. I loved hearing that.
Yeah, it's so fun to hear your new stuff too.
Ooh, fan club. Woo.
Oh, I know. Mutual admiration society going on over here.
Oh man, I wish we could keep going, but I never want to. As for a long time, John Jackson was in my band, and you probably know him from the Fayettes.
Yeah.
Charlie Faye and the
Yeah.
Fayettes. So, he's kind of cranky sometimes, and one time he just said, "Don't ever go on too long. Don't ever go on too long. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Keep them wanting more." So he had quite a few sayings like that I
So funny.
I took him in. I'm like, yeah, he's probably right.
Probably right.
Probably right.
I will say, there's a lot that you notice from side stage that you don't notice at the front mic.
Yes. Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, you do that a lot, right? You stand on the side and play.
It's very eye-opening. It's like, oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, I feel like pandemic playing has been a little like that because you have to sit and look at yourself while you play,
Oh my God.
What a learning curve.
I make the weirdest singing faces.
I just shut my eyes most of the
I
time.
shut my eyes now because
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, people that tuned in, thank you so much for coming. Van, I'm so sad that you missed all the best Bettysoo songs. No, but you'll hear her again. We'll have her back on for sure. And yeah.
And you're going to be my guest in April
Right.
on Nobody's Happy Hour. So
Great. I'll send that link to all my people that missed today.
yeah.
Because I was just saying how Van, some of the regulars aren't here today. Oh well.
It'll be so fun. I can't wait for that.
Yes, I can't wait to. And thank you so much for being here today. It's been a real
Thank you
pleasure.
so much for having me on the show. It's really great to see you.
All right, people out
Okay.
there, go to the bar and knock yourselves out.
And get me a topo.
Bye, Bettysoo.
Bye.